beautiful people. How are you doing? I trust you had a lovely week. My week was so lovely. I can't wait to tell you about it. But today, the topic today, the reason why I love the topic that we're going to be discussing today with Senje is because Senje, being a mentor and being a mom, she's had a lot of exposure in this particular topic. We're going to talk about girls and careers.
Yes.
Being a HR, being extremely learned. I know she has so much to tell us about this topic of girls and careers. Senje,
Yes.
karibu kwenye show.
Asante sana.
How are you? How has your week been? Just give us a brief about it.
Busy as usual, but enjoyable. Traveling, working, and the normal daily routines.
You travel a lot.
Yeah.
You travel
One of my
lot.
hobbies is traveling.
So hata kwa career yako na kila kitu you still factor in
Yes,
traveling.
yes,
we
yes.
like
And in the process
that.
of traveling, I'm also working.
We like that. We
Yes.
like that. I wish to have that kind of a career where I can travel.
Yes.
Anyways, we're going to be talking about ladies, girls, and careers. And just moving back a bit, kuna time ambayo ladies were never allowed to get into these professional careers. Kazi ya mwanamke, like some time back, kazi ya mwanamke ilikuwa kuzaa jikoni, you know, kupika.
Mpishi.
Yani yeye ni wa jikoni. Do you know? There are some cultures pia hata mama hange kulia kwenye sitting room.
Yeah, na kwetu when you go to get married, unaambiwa umeenda kupika. As in the term of getting married directly translates to going to cook. Yes.
I wish ungetwa. Hiyo term ni gani hiyo?
Ameenda kupika.
Hivyo.
So if they ask where is she married, directly mtu anajibiwa she's cooking in Maragoli land. Yes.
Yani hiyo ndo
ilikuwa kazi ya mama.
And it's been there sana in the African culture.
Yes.
Then over time, I think things have evolved and education was introduced and girls now could work in offices.
Yes, and do technical work. Wapande kwa zinaitwaje hizi boosters, hizi masts za network. Umeona? Nowadays we have engineers.
We have engineers,
ladies. We have
doctors.
Hata madriver wa matrela na madriver wa magari ya moshi, captains, you know.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Pilots and all that.
Yes, pilots, yes.
We've learned to adapt to that.
Yes.
So that is what we'll be talking about. Na nataka uniambie one, the importance of a girl concentrating and focusing on her education, because of course when you're talking about careers, education is the foundation to all these things.
Yes.
The role of parents in this, and I will expound further the role of parents in this, and how best can a girl, or what does a girl need to do or consider when she's choosing a career.
Yes, very important. So as a parent, me being one of them, I can't force my children to do my courses or to do what I prefer. You know, let them choose what they want to be. What I can just do is nurture their talents and skills, help them. Like when I realize one of my daughters is so inquisitive, or maybe ulewa kama anakuchunguza kinjaronjaro, that one I'll help her or him to do a career that suits her character or personality, you know. Then interests, what are they interested in? I can't force someone to be a kindergarten teacher when they hawana patience na watoto, you know. I can't force someone to be a nurse na anaogopa damu, you know. Na hana patience na mgonjwa, you know. Sometimes people do careers that they are not interested in just because of money or because it's their parents who told them nataka ukue nurse, nataka ukue engineer, nataka ukue daktari. Umeona? So by the time they are getting into the job field, they are doing it not as a passion, but because this is what my parents told me to do. So as a parent, I let my children do what they want if it's their passion, you know. Then another thing, if you fail to get the job, can you employ yourself? Whatever you're training in, is it capable of self-employing you?
It is important to consider
that because we sometimes do courses that if you fail to secure a job, you'll just be there and you'll be desperate and frustrated, depressed because others are earning. And then people choose jobs based on how they will appear. For example, those who don't like kazi chafu chafu, they'll tell you technical jobs, mechanics, mi nitachafuka, you know. But in real sense, mtu alisema hizi kazi chafu chafu ndio ziko na pesa.
That is ni ukweli.
Yeah. So also we should not choose jobs based on how we will appear, but the financial benefits.
The financial benefits.
Yes.
Yeah, because when you talk about a job that you can actually self-employ, you can see with this COVID, with this COVID period, so many people got drained out of organizations.
And those who are not flexible ended up being frustrated and depressed.
That is true.
Because they are fixed. Kama si hii kazi, ingine no.
Most people moved into self-employment.
Yes.
Kama mimi nimehustle, nimehawk, mami.
Tubleza,
I have
socks. Kwanza hii June, July to socks kwa watoto.
Wewe, mi kwanza nilikuwa na hawk vitu zingine hata si buyable. Selling to a person, explaining ni ngumu, but you know,
ni kama kuuza ice cream.
I saw the importance.
Uko kwenye kuna snow throughout.
Imagine when it doesn't I will tell you about it in camera. But I'm so glad that you've mentioned that, because now in the next segment we'll be able to really drive the point home on the importance of choosing a career that is based on your passion, your talents, your hobbies, and something that you can self-employ. So we will be back shortly and we will be telling you more, or rather driving the point home on why as a girl you need to consider those very factors. Hello, you're welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe to all our platforms. The YouTube channel is Uvumbi Radio, where you can get our show airing every Thursday at 8 p.m. You can also listen and tune in to Uvumbi Radio by logging into www.uvumbiradio.co.ke and catch the latest gossip, stories and all at www.uvumbi.co.ke. We were discussing about ladies and careers, part 1, and we have mentioned a few things to consider. And like I said earlier, Senje will be helping us drive the point home. What to consider as a girl child when you are choosing a career, because now ladies are allowed into this professional career world. And so let's hear what Senje has to say about it. Tell us more and drive us into, like, let it sink. Your story, choosing careers, vitu za kuconsider, why to consider that, place of parents in it, place of professionals like the people who are hiring in it, and the encouragement of the girl child getting into this particular world. Okay, when you're choosing your career as a young person, you need to get advice from those who are already in those professionals, professions, from your parents. And I'm happy nowadays in schools we have career talks. In secondary schools, you can go for career advice. I mean, even at colleges or universities, because maybe you can be enrolled for a certain course. But along the way, you're like, I think I'm compatible with, I'm comfortable, or my capability is in this one and not that one. So, hapo, the students of nowadays are better off. Kitambo, during our days, no one could even advise you on what to do. I remember primo unaulizwa unataka kukua nini when you grow up, but hata ujui what you want to do. Umeona? Uko tu, the only person you see mwenye maybe ako smart ama ana drive ndio unataka kuwa kama yeye, ndio unataka kukua kama huyo mtu. Umeona? Lakini sasa haujui huyo mtu hufanya nini. What do they do?
Kama kitambo we used to admire shopkeepers. Cause ukienda kwa duka ya shopkeeper, akona vitu kwa duka, vitu mingi.
Vitu smart na vitu unapenda.
Alafu akona pesa. Umeona? Then I had my neighbor's son. Akiulizwa, ukikuwa mkubwa unataka kuwa nini? You know me, I come from Eastlands. Ati mimi nataka kuwa tu makanga wa forward. Why? Anaona makanga ameshika pesa kwa mkono. So
okay,
basically hiyo ndio ameona. Na who doesn't love money? Kila mtu anapenda pesa. Sasa ameona hii ndio itanipatia pesa. Si ndio? So our children also would prefer things that they are seeing. Now as parents, let us guide them. And expose them. You know, my dad used to tell me he wants me to be a lawyer. When I was a very young kid, in fact I was upper class 6. I think he saw some qualities of a lawyer in me.
I see them in you too.
But
I see them in you too.
Hiyo maono yake hakunisaidia ikue. Umeona?
Nimekupata.
So ukiwa na mtoto wako anaweza kuwa hii profession. Nurture it. Because maybe I don't know if I could have made one. And then along the way I started as a secretary. That is the course I went to do after 4th form.
After 4th form.
But along the way I was like, I want a bigger position. Okay, secretaries are also big people in organizations, and
that's true.
They hold the, yani wanafanya kazi mingi sana na nawapenda, and everywhere I go I respect them and I love them because kazi yao watu wanafanya ni mingi. So from there nika-admire kukaa kwa ofisi yangu. Umeona? Hata mimi nikuwa na ofisi. Nipite kwa reception, nisalamie receptionist, niingie kwa ofisi. So that thing pushed me back to books. And then I started again, all over again. And then went to, because I love dealing with people, I had 2 options, marketing and HR. So because I was already in marriage, you know, some things you have to consult. And you have to settle on something that haita huyu avute huku, huyu avute huku. So we agreed, because my hubby was like, now with marketing you'll be all over and you'll be moving very far from the children and me, and you know that concern. So I was like, I loved marketing because my previous bosses were marketers and I loved them. So I was like, I also love working with people. After having some challenges as a secretary or as a reception or as a subordinate in other companies, I really needed to help others who are facing some of the challenges I faced. So I was like, the only option, the only job position that I can help other employees is to be in the HR field. That is where I can help my fellow employees. I went back to HR, you know. So along the way, you might start as something else. I've seen guys who have started as different in different careers, and by the time they reach 60, they switch to something else. Because you now discover yourself, you know. But you should not waste too much time doing what I was going for. Yes, doing what maybe your parents forced you or what you liked initially, but along the way you are like, I think I need to change. It's never too late. It's and never too late. Don't like prolong the whole transition process. Yes. So it's possible for someone to pick a different career, then later switch to something else, but it is very advisable that it should be your passion. Yeah, it's very advisable to follow your passion, and as parents they should be able to identify this passion, this talent, these hobbies early enough to guide them through. Guide them through. How I wish we had a system where if you realize this kid is into this passion, you don't waste their time now doing other things that won't even help them in future. You try it from the beginning till the end. Though we need to be flexible, but at least helping your child grow from childhood up to when they become adults according to their passion. It's very much okay. I like what you're saying. Yes. And I'm even grateful and glad that in this date and time, parents have become more open and very flexible to understanding this particular thing that we're talking about, and allowing the kids to follow their passions, to
to follow their drive, their hobbies and all that, and actually supporting.
And also advise them on what entails that career.
Yeah.
Because someone might take us a certain direction without knowing what lies ahead of them.
Wow, Senje.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, like we've learned today, it is very important that when you're choosing your career as a girl child, you look at your hobbies, you look at your passions, you look at your talents, consider them and factor them in.
Yes.
That's the best way you can even, you know, you can be productive to the ultimate, and you can serve with your heart. Ile kazi ambayo ukiamshwa hata saa 6 za usiku huoni ugumu wa kufanya. Very important, very profound. Ninashukuru. I love today's talk. I love today's talk. I hope you've learned something. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. Always tune into our show, 8 p.m. every Thursday at Uvumbi Radio on YouTube. Thank you.